Out my ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. I hope everybody's doing okay. Um, he is alive. He is alive. Thank you for being patient and bearing with me being 30 minutes late. It's just been one of those days. So without going into too much detail, most of you are aware. That there is an ongoing situation with my mum's health, and probably since beginning of December, which resulted in us having a spell in hospital. And I got home at 5 o'clock today, so just an hour ago, just to hear that she's not doing too good today, and they've sent for paramedics. So we are where we are. We can't. I want to be there, actually. I want to be there, but they've advised, because she's delirious and confused, that it wouldn't be a good thing. So, but yeah, paramedics have been sent to assess her, because she's just not in a good place at the moment. So I kind of made the decision to still come on, because I've just spoken to my stepfather, and he's like, "There's nothing we can do at the moment." She's laid down with a blanket on the sofa, and they're just waiting. And the last time, paramedics had to be sent, she did go into hospital, but they took 2 hours to come. So if I wasn't here doing this, then I'd just be sat kind of, overthinking as I do, and worrying. So I decided to come on. So that's the situation, and that's why I'm late. So thank you for bearing with me, and thank you for all your lovely messages of support, which I can see, and I appreciate more than you'll know. So thank you. How are we? It's a Monday. It's the start of a new week. How is everybody doing? Are we all okay? How was the weekend for people? Let's check in and let's see how we are. Thank you, Al. That's appreciated. Always appreciated. Yeah. Yes, and Jennifer, Rebecca, I think the doctor won't come out, which is really frustrating. And I get it. These aren't ideal times for NHS in this country, as I'm sure with medical professions all across the globe. They're not ideal times, but they won't come out, and they just prescribed straight away antibiotics. But my stepdad couldn't even leave her to go and get the antibiotics, so a kind neighbour went to collect them. But we're not 100% sure that's what it is. But because she's prone to having them, a temperature is okay. So, which last time, it went right up. So they've given her paracetamol and antibiotics, but she's not keeping anything down. So that's not really working as a solution either. But that's probably what it is. But we will see. Thank you. You're all really kind. But anyway, how are you guys? How are you doing? How's everybody's start to the week? Home for snow day in Oregon. Wow. We've actually got the temperature is rising. It's getting warmer today. So that's quite nice. I went for a walk at lunchtime at work through the city, and it was quite sunny, and it felt nice. I was like, "Oh, this is the start of spring, hopefully." That is a lovely mug. Thank you. This is a mug that my friend Jen, who's in the chat, Jen, she bought it me for my birthday last October. I can't believe I've not broken it yet. I break mugs all the time. It's got a crystal in the handle, which is really nice. And within the pottery itself, there are flakes of crystals as well, and it's got you can't see it, and I'm not going to tip it up because I'll pour coffee everywhere. But it's got it's you know, it's got the engraving of the potter and everything. So yeah, and it's got a lovely hug. You know those mugs that have that kind of bulbous shape, so that you can hug them in cold weather. It's gorgeous. Cues Up Manic Monday by the Beatles. That's my life today. Oh, Sarah, I hope it gets a little bit better for you. Elaine says, well, I started to work on the cover of my Crowley Tarot folder today. I just hope it works out as I have planned. Yeah, I did a walkthrough of this deck yesterday. I really like it. Christoph James's latest deck, and it's really, really nice. I've just thought as well, I don't know where it is now. Where have I put it? I've had another deck arrive today. Bear with. See, I'm all discombobulated. Bear with. Well, only I could do that. Take delivery of a package and misplace it. Oh dear. What is wrong with me? Yes. Another thing I wanted to mention as well, or people are saying it's cold. Remember last week I said I had a dream of Princess Diana in a yellow dress. And now Meghan is pregnant again at the same time. Yes. So the uncanny thing is, well, I suppose it's done. It's done, you know, to protocol and things, isn't it? But the announcement of Meghan being pregnant on Valentine's Day was very reminiscent of when Diana announced she was pregnant with Prince Harry, which was also on Valentine's Day. So, yeah, really interesting. Was it like 37 years? I think they said 37 years ago. It's a hug mug. I have its sibling right here, says Jen. Yeah, you had a really gorgeous mug as well the other day. It looked like twice the size of this, really huge. Where did you get the mugs? Yeah, they're really nice. Hi, Kay. Hello, Sorsha. The Heartspun Tarot arrived. It's so cute. That's incredible. That is incredible because I sent it Saturday, second class, so it shouldn't come till tomorrow. Yet when it was your birthday, I sent something first class and it took an extra day. Note to self, second class gets there quicker than first class. So the Heartspun Tarot that Elle's talking about is this deck, which is gorgeous. It's the one with these lovely backs. It's small, the card quality is beautiful, and it's an animal based RWS deck, and it's stunning. It is really beautiful. I love the Two of Swords. Cute. Let's see what else people are saying. The mugs are from Healing Touch Pottery. Love the deck. I need it, says Jackie. I need it. Thanks, Chantel. How many can you fit in your suitcase? So yeah. The other thing was, now do you remember the Lifesaver moment? And everybody was saying, oh, it's got to be a certain variety of Lifesavers for these sparks and everything to happen. And I couldn't remember what it was, but at work today, I got the packet. The ones that I was demonstrating are Winto Green. Winto Green. So these are the ones. Are they the one that's supposed to spark? Because they didn't. The Wintergreen Lifesaver debacle. Oh, Wintergreen. Well, these are Wintergreen. Wintergreen. Individually wrapped. They taste like root beer. That's what I'm saying. Tastes like root beer. I finally received my winter weight last week, and I'm very happy about it. Oh, cool. Wow, yeah, it's a great deck. Have you got the Santa's Little Helpers one? Oh, they look like polos. They do. They look like polos. They're a little bit bigger, Elaine, than polos. Oh, that one's broke. Yeah, they're a little bit bigger and thicker than our polos, but I love those. Don't know about a spark, but they're delicious. Hello, Simon. Yes, I recall the Lifesavers demo. Loved it. Well, Elle did a little bit of a parody of it, didn't she? She set it to some Jaws music and put it on the Hermit's Cave Facebook group. Why did a croissant show up when I said, candy? How was your Valentine's? Valentine's, was it? If you crunch them in the dark, they're supposed to spark, but they didn't. Yeah. You should have been chewing them with your mouth open. Who wants to do that though? Who wants to chew things with their mouth open? You chewed, stopped, opened your mouth. They spark when you bite them, but they don't. They don't. Is it those ones though, Winto Green? I got a notification from the post office today and I have to pay €23 extra for my Oak Ash and Thorn. Whereabouts are you, Chantal? And why have you got to pay extra? Have you got to start paying customs now on, or are you, I don't even know what country you're in. Elemental Cartomancy, I got Starman for Christmas, love it. I've got the Starman Tarot. I don't use it that very often though. It's very busy, very noisy. Gerald's like, Al made a parody and posted it. What? Never. Yeah, right. The Netherlands. Okay. So I wonder if you've got to start paying customs on things from the UK then because of the whole Brexit thing. He's still not getting it. What am I not getting? I guess if you smash them with a spanner, they spark. Apparently, if you chomp them with your mouth open, they spark. But then when I did a demo with the lights off, people were saying, "Oh no, I don't think you've got the right Lifesavers." So I said, "Well, I'll bring the packet," and I kept forgetting, and I remembered today. So it's the Winter Green. And nobody's telling me if it's the right ones or not. No, I dare not order from the UK anymore. We'll have to draw pictures for him. What? What? Let's see what else I'm missing then. Let me scroll back. I chewed it incorrectly. Yes, but the thing I'm asking is, are they the right ones? Because I'm not going to do them again. Nobody's telling me whether they're the right sweets or not that's supposed to spark. Oh, the mugs are on sale. I think it's Tall Fancy. Is that the one that the latest one that Jen was drinking from? They look. I love a nice big mug, and it looked lovely. Yes, you've got the right one. Thank you, MA. So they're supposed to spark. I don't know. Do I do a demo or not? They're the right ones. I'll have some cheesecake instead. I just googled candy that sparks. I don't know about Lifesavers, but I know Pop Rocks and Coke are fun. Pop Rocks? Hold it up, Simon. Let's have another look. I beg your pardon. Winter green. Well, people are saying it is the right ones, Richard. So I placed an order on Amazon today. Well, I nearly dropped. There was £17 added to it, added because of the UK not being in the EU. I couldn't believe it. Then sat my daughter. Had to pay £125 for a parcel from me. That's terrible. So because you're in Ireland, I take it you're talking about amazon.co.uk. You've got to pay. Are you a Prime member? Does that even affect Prime? Oh, Chris, so is it a new deck to you, the Starman Tarot? Because they're asking if you've done a walkthrough and you said you want to look into it and try and understand it before you do a walkthrough. The mug. Oh, the mug. You want me to hold up the mug? There you go. And there's like a dribble on this side. See that? And it's got a crystal on the handle. And let's see if I can drink some so you can see the bottom. I think it's the wrong way around. This could end up a right disaster. Why do you lot get me doing some things? I haven't heard of hot cross buns in ages. They're forbidden on my list because they come in packs of like 6 and I can't just have 2. They get stale, so I end up having them more than I should. Yes, that is it. I'm a Prime member, but it's all to do with customs. Oh, what a pain this is becoming. Hot cross buns are delicious with butter. They cook so quickly as well under the grill. If you don't watch them, they can burn really quick. Oh, I like that mug. Yes, Simon, I got it this evening. Just opened it up now whilst listening to you. Oh, wow. You don't do unboxings, do you, Chris? It would have been great to see your first impressions. There are different choices. Which one did you get? Which version of it? Because there were 3 different versions of the Starman Tarot. I have a mug similar to that one, Simon. It's from a local artisan that painted Witch's Brew on it for me. Oh, wow. The Starman is the only deck I regret not getting the deluxe for. Yeah, mine's the deluxe, I think. I know there were 3 versions, but I can't remember all the different. I'm pretty sure it was the deluxe. They're nice big cards, but then you need big cards for the amount of detail that's in it. So yeah, I'd be interested in your thoughts, Chris. There's not a lot of walkthroughs of that deck from what I recall, and I don't think I did it justice really, because I was a bit sort of wasn't sure. I want to make hot cross buns, but I've never done it before. Do you have them then in the States? Are hot cross buns a big thing there? They're basically toasted tea cakes, aren't they? The tea cakes, but with the cross on them. I think I'll edge my Starman in hot pink if I can get the world card replaced. Oh, did you have a damaged card? Oh, Elaine's waiting for a deck to arrive. I'll get a message from the post office. Tammy Pie uses Starman every once in a while. I like the busy artwork. No, we don't have them. Hermit's Cave. I'll just try and remember what I said now. No, we don't. Oh, hot cross buns. They come out in the bakery around Easter here. I did see them in the shop the other day and I was really tempted, but I thought, I can't. If ever you want to swap the Hermit's Cave, I'm your girl. And where are you, Sue? We have them in any New England? We have Beignets and donuts, which are fabulous. Simon, yes, the world card has a terrible bend across the whole card. Right to the publishers, they will replace it. They will replace it, no problem. Who does it? Let me grab it, and I'll have a look. Because we're asking about the Starman, and to remember, there's a few decks on top of it, so just bear with. Oh, this is going to be not a good idea. Okay. There's a starman waiting in the sky. Right. So the Starman. Oh my goodness, those cards have slipped. So people are talking of edging it. That must be the one that's not already edged then. So this is the box that I've got, which is the Starman Tarot. And it's David DeAngelis, inspired by the artworks he created for David Bowie. Bowie. I always say Bowie. Bowie as in Zoe, because we have Zoe Bowie. Yeah. So it's a gorgeous box. And then when you open it up, it opens like this. There's the cards. Simon, they freeze well. Oh, hot cross buns. Why are you doing no deck February? So I've got this little book, which is the story and vision of the Starman Tarot, it's like an art book on metallic paper, which is gorgeous. Hi Connor, good to see you. How you doing? Okay, the weather was beautiful today. I was just saying I went for a walk at lunchtime and it was really sunny and warm. And then there is the hardback book. So a hardback one, which has all the cards in. And then you've got this little pull-out ribbon here for the cards. And the cards are gorgeous. These are the backs. Gold gilding. But they're really large. So, oh, you asked me who produced it, didn't you? The Scarabeo. Thought it was. So if we look at a standard card without knocking everything everywhere. You'll see the size difference. So they're really tall and wide compared to a standard US games. But yeah, I'll show a few of the cards. They are quite thin. That was quite disappointing. They are quite thin cards. There's the Starman himself. So yeah, they're just, I mean, they're very colourful, but they're quite busy. The Empress here. Huge cards. And I don't know if all decks are the same. Oh, right. Chris said, I think your cards are bigger than mine, Simon. Right. So it might just because this is the deluxe version then. I do love the Lovers. The Wheel. I actually watched Labyrinth yesterday. I've got the Blu-ray and it's on the settee. It was still in its cellophane. Never watched it since I've had it on Blu-ray. So I thought, oh, I'll watch it. So Sunday afternoon, got back from my parents, got under the slanket and popped it on. There's our Two of Cups. Another Simon made me do it moment. Yeah, I mean, they're not very, this size anyway, isn't very good for like spreads and things because they just take up so much room. But they are beautiful, but really, really busy. Labyrinth is legit my favourite film. You might have said that the other day, actually. And it kind of inspired me again to watch it. Somebody said the other day that it was their favourite film. I do like the Six of Pentacles. Look at that. And the Eight of Pentacles is gorgeous. I love the colours in that one. So anyway, I won't show them all, particularly if Chris is doing a walkthrough. But it's a nice deck. I got it in November of just before I went travelling. It was the last deck to arrive before I went on my little travels around. Yeah, but I've hardly used it. This, in fact, probably twice, maybe. Oh, look at that. These cards are great for meditation. Yes. Prince of Swords. So yeah, so that's the Starman tarot. So does the standard size not come gilded as well then? Is gilding part of the deluxe edition? Makes the brain spark like wintergreen. Oh, there's extra little bits. What's this? That's got a bit bashed. That's the certificate of authenticity. Copy number 1557 out of 1,000. Out of 3,000. How can it be out of 1,000? But that's got really bashed because it just sits in like a little front bit. I like the ribbon that keeps it in place. And then let's get the book out. Standard is not gilded. Okay. Yeah, the packaging is great, but now I can't get the book out the lid. I need something to dig in and get it out. It looks really attractive and stuff, but it's not practical, really. I can't even. No. Try scissors. Don't want to damage it though. There we are. So that's how it all sits. The certificate at the front, the cards, and then the books at the back, and then it folds over. So that's the Starman Tarot. I'll have fun putting all that back together in a little while. Wow, we've been on half an hour. Shall we have quote of the day? No, Sam, there's no gilding. I like it though. I can deal with no gilding. Probably won't edge because it's borderless. But somebody said about doing it shocking pink, and I think that would be amazing. Definitely a neon colour would be really nice. Something bright like pink or orange. Yeah. All right. Let's have quote of the day. Let's see how this goes. That's a nice presentation for a deck. Such a gorgeous, fancy box. All right. So you have to really think about this one. You know what my quotes are like. I'll wait for Elle's comment as well. But the quote of the day is, if you don't get lost, there's a chance you may never be found. If you don't get lost, there's a chance you may never be found. So think about the hope element of that. Drum roll. 9 of Wands is the first guess. 8 of Cups, the Fool. 4 of Cups, the Fool. No, 8 of Cups, 5 of Cups. Jackie Jacaranda's got it today. Yes, it is the Star. So the reason, think about the quote, I'll put it back up. If you don't get lost, there's a chance you may never be found. So, you know, this is about, the Star card is a symbol of guidance and hope, isn't it? It points in the way of where we should be heading. And, you know, long before compasses and things like that, you know, ships, whilst they might be getting lost at sea or coming out of a storm, because obviously in storms you can't see stars, would look for a particular star, and that would be their way out, their navigation. So when I think of the star, I always the first thing that always comes to my mind is a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, we're heading towards eventually the sun, aren't we? And the star is something that gives us hope. It points us in a direction. It gives us a glimmer that we're on the right track and we're heading in that right direction. So, yeah, in particular, you know, we may be a little bit lost, but when we pull the Star card, it gives us that compass, that navigation, that point to focus on, that light at the end of the tunnel. Almost like what's this? All right, Elle. Is Elle complaining again? The Star. Oh, give over. I quit. Unsubscribed. I'm out. Come on. Think about it. We all know the role that the star has played throughout history, even in biblical times, the guiding star, you know, those who are lost, those who are trying to find somewhere, those on a journey going somewhere, the star guides us. It's a beacon in the night. It's a lighthouse at sea, but it's a symbol of guidance and hope. The Hermit, says Sulky. Sulky, I think you're a bit behind up. Yeah. So the star tells us where we should be heading, basically, and that if we are feeling a bit lost, we will be found if we follow the star. Your mind wins in different ways to mine, for sure, Simon. There you are, you see, Chantal. I wanted to say star, but I thought it was too easy. There you are. And Jackie got it within seconds. Well done, Jackie. You know more than your daughter. I got it because Simon said the word hope. Exactly. Exactly. It is a beacon of hope. Chantal, don't back him up. Do you know, even if I said something like, the longest journey starts with a first step, and then I pulled the fool, Elle would still complain and say, I don't know what I'm talking about. Wouldn't she just? I need a bloody beacon of hope for this game. It's just because you're not winning. I had to go back and hear the quote that went with the star. Okay. How you can't get that as the star, I don't know. Richard says, I knew it was going to be the star card this morning. Simon's just stirring the pot now. Why am I? By saying that Jackie knows more than her daughter. Simon, I'm very interested in the Korean deck you received not long ago as a gift. Is there any way you know how to order it? I don't. I don't. And I know in the Hermit's Cave Facebook group, Derek, who lives in South Korea, who sent it as a gift. He sent one to me and he sent one to Jen. He has helped a couple of people to get it. But I didn't want him to be swamped with it as well. You know, he sends a gift and then everybody's saying, can you find a way? But I'm sure he wouldn't mind. But if you are in the Hermit's Cave Facebook group, then you could ask Derek. I was convinced it was the Hermit, Simon. Yeah, I could see why you'd think it's the Hermit. Selective reading. You watch this back. 90% of the chat are Team L on this. We grow stronger with every card pull. Well, all I can say is, no, I better not say what I want to say. But look, do you know what I mean? It's a quote. It's a quote that links with the card. If you can't get it, it's on you. It's not on me. He helped a few folks get it that I'm aware of. How? Jackie was straight in. I gave no clues other than the quote, and Jackie got it. All right. Well, I didn't even put up the banner that said quote of the day. So there it was. That was quote of the day. So we move now on to deck of the day. Deck of the day. Deck of the day is one of my favorites. I love this deck. I've got 2 copies of it, one in plastic and one in linen, and it is the Deck of the Bastard. So I'm assuming many people are aware of this deck. It is by a lady called Seven. Her name is Seven Star, and her shop is Tarot by Seven. I was talking about Derek and the beautiful Korea tarot. He helped a few folks. Oh, right. I'm with you. Yes, he did. Yeah, I'm with you. Oh, another one I've not watched a full walkthrough. Oh, yeah, I love this deck. Me too. So, the lovely Seven, when I ordered the decks, she put in a couple of freebies for me, which was really nice. And one of them was this zip case with the Hermit card. She knew what the Hermit card meant to me, and it's got the back of the cards. And she popped this in, which was really nice. She sent me a couple of other decks as well, and they're just gorgeous. So I will show you both versions. So this version is plastic. This is the plastic version, so you can, you know, get them wet, you can spill things on them, you can wipe them down. Whereas this version is the linen version. And I don't know which one I prefer, really. They're both really, really amazing. I don't know if you can see, you probably need a bit brighter light. But you can probably see the linen effect. Really stunning. Whereas the plastic, you know, is really durable. But the plastic deck feels really heavy because plastic decks do feel heavy. So they come in 3 versions. You can get them completely naked, like this. So you just get borders, no keywords or anything. Or you can get them with titles, which is what I've got in the plastic one. So you'll see at the bottom there, it says The Fool. And you can also get them with keywords. So it's totally up to you. When you order from the shop, you can have them completely untitled, no writing at all, or you can get them with titles, or you can get them with titles and keywords. Now, the reason why this deck is called Deck of the Bastard is because in Seven's own words, it is a bastardization of various traditional decks. And the reason why she created it was, at the time, and this was back in 2013, traditional decks were so hard to get. As she was saying, she paid, I think she said $500 for one particular deck. So the Deck of the Bastard is made up of Soprafino, Atea, RWS, and others. There's a real mix in there. It's been around for 8 years now. This used to be my workhorse deck. Absolutely love this deck. And my little tarot bag that I carry has the plastic version in it, which I keep in that zip case. So the deck itself, particularly the majors, follows the RWS system, okay, even though it uses lots of traditional decks. So strength is key 8 and justice is key 11. So yeah, so let's have a look. I guess I can't argue with the grams. The grams never lie. What? All right, so here is our Fool. And it has like a vintage filter on it as well. So you do really feel like you've got some really old vintage decks. The Magician. The High Priestess. I need extra light. That little bit better. Pardon me. The Empress. That's better. That catches the light a bit more, doesn't it? You can see the beautiful colours there. I love the combination of the red and the green together. Oh, thank you, Elle. So that's a link to the shop. And there's other decks on there. You know, she does the Solar Booster. There's like a fluffy bunny tarot. There's Deck of the Dead, which I've also got. Emperor. The Hierophant. Thank you, Kay. Now I feel like I want to do more sneezes. Lovers. Chariot. And, you know, a recent deck that people are talking about is like the Tarot de Marseille weight, which again uses Pix's scenic pips with the Marseille. And I guess this was the forerunner, really, for, you know, mixing decks together so that you could enjoy more traditional tarot decks, but not having pips. Here's the Hermit, which, you know, as I said, is on the case that she sent me. I was looking for another deck by her last week. Which one was that? That's Our Wheel. I love that Wheel of Fortune, how she's blindfolded. Justice. The Hanged One. Love this death card. It's one of my favourite death cards. What I really like about this deck as well, do you see like, let's try and get it so you can see it. There's like little folds and scuff marks, do you see here? Which adds to that sort of vintage feel. Isn't that a cool death card? Temperance. Love this devil card. Quite a mischievous devil look. Try and make the light a bit. See if it makes it better or not. Tower. Makes it feel like a really old deck. Yeah, exactly. My favourite moon and sun cards ever. I mean, I love Faces in the Moons, but these two I adore. So that's the moon card, which I love. And this is my favourite ever sun card. I just love that card. Judgment. And the World. Now, they use Pix's artwork from the RWS from 2 to 10. The aces are different and the courts are different. So here's the Ace of Cups, which is a very traditional Ace of Cups and really beautiful. And then we have Pix's artwork. I feel like I'm looking out of the window of a lot of these cards. Yeah, by the way that they're framed, do you mean? I really like the borders on this deck. Really nice. Look at the old staining at the top of that card. Is it fab? So you all know what Pix's artwork looks like, so I won't spend too long on the minors. Yeah. That's a pretty Ace of Cups, it is. It's nice to see borders that are integrated into the design of the card. Exactly, MA. Exactly. I love the black backgrounds and the courts as well. Ah, wonderful. You said this was your soul deck. You lied to the poor thing. Who are you referring to? Me? Yeah. When this first came out, this was my. I said I thought this was my soul deck. That was before I realised I just love the RWS. Ellie says to get it ordered. Yeah, you. All right. She never forgets a thing, you know. Ace of clubs. Ace of clubs. I always want to say clubs when I see the ace of wands because it looks like they're just holding this great big fat club. Like they're going to club you with it. I had to leave a bit and miss the quote. Oh, the controversy. The controversy, Jennifer. Those courts are great. They are, aren't they, Sue? I love them. I like to say, Simon, respect for doing this live despite the private situation. Thank you, Rob. There's nothing, I feel quite powerless at the moment because I can't be there. And as I said, if I wasn't, I'll be sat fretting. And this is just an hour where, even though it's there, it's an hour where I can try and focus on something else. So I almost cancelled today. And then I thought, well, if I cancel, what I'm going to do? And, you know, I've kept at the side of me my mobile phone. So if needed, you know, I can be contacted. Again, the beautiful courts with the black backgrounds. I like the way you say controversy instead of controversy. Controversy. And then beautiful. I mean, the aces are stunning in this deck, but here's the Ace of Swords. And do you know what? The pips, the 2 through to 10, Pixie's art, it doesn't jar. I know they're of different times, but they don't jar for me. And we've often, how many times have we heard people say, oh, I wish I could take all the favourite cards from all my decks and make a super deck. And I think it's because of, you get, you know, things like this kind of aging and creases and things in the card. And there's our page. Right. And then our final suit, which is the coins. Beautiful ace of coins, look at that. And again, it might not be showing up in the light, but like here, there's like a worn patch. The artist did a great job, yes. And 7 is lovely. I had a lot of communication with her around the time that I was buying these decks. And she is so, so lovely. Such a lovely lady. I don't think I'll be able to choose a fave for each card from multiple decks. There's too many. I know. My deck of the bastard has a little added bits on it. Skull with a raven, all seeing eye at the top, and a mirror with a lamp or something. Yeah, I think there was an earlier version, because wasn't there also 2 world cards originally? I seem to recall. Unless I got that too and I've taken them out, which is also a possibility. In this deck, which is the linen deck, there is a slight colour difference as well between this deck and the linen deck, the plastic deck. In the linen deck, it seems a little bit paler. But yeah, so that's Deck of the Bastard by Tarot by 7. And 7 star is, as I said, a beautiful soul. So please do check her out. So, anything else before I pull a card for the day? Which cards are for Matea, the courts? Yeah, I mean, I'm not familiar too much with Atea. I've got the Soprafino, so I could spot where they are. But all it says on anything I can find is Soprafina, Atea, RWS, and others. And I'm like, tell me what the others are then. But yeah, there's nowhere, I couldn't find anywhere definitive that says like, the aces are from this, the courts are from this, from the majors, we've got this from this system or this deck. I can't find that anywhere. So Tarot by 7 on QuaranStream 77. That's funny. All right, let's pull a card to end with. Looks like the aces of the Soprafino. Yeah, and some of the majors. One side down, 3 to go on the mod. Yes, there was a ping. Well spotted, Kay. I wanted to run and set it again, but I thought I'm coming off soon, so the oven won't go cool too quickly. I was preheating my oven ready to put some food in. Dinner's ready. It's not, it's an empty oven. It was me preheating. All right, so a message for us between now and tomorrow. Oh, it's make your mind up time, guys. There is a decision to be made. So, what can I say? Maybe, it's time to arrive at a conclusion. Maybe, there's been some anguish and some process that you've been taking your time in, thinking things over and weighing up the odds, but this card is indicating that it's make your mind up time, and that you will arrive at a decision that's going to be, a benefit to you and your life at the moment. Maybe as well, maybe one aspect is that there's a long wait that's going to be coming to an end. Maybe you've been waiting on a decision as well. Maybe there's something that you've been trying to sort out, trying to get closure to, and maybe that decision is going to be made as well, which will give you, some peace of mind, whichever way it goes. Just know that whatever happens, whatever that decision is, it will either feel in the moment right or wrong, but further down the line, when you look back, usually decisions that are made have actually worked out for the better in the long run. So whatever it is, just try and find peace with that outcome of what that decision is going to be. Lately, I read every card as telling me it's time to leave my job. Perhaps that's the decision. You know, particularly if it's something that you've been anguishing over for a long time and given a lot of thought and energy to, you know, that card is kind of like saying, you know, the conclusion time, you know, it's coming to an end and the wait is finally over. So, money wise, perhaps why is our L feeling deprived? Does that mean he's not doing the spark thing with the Lifesaver? The Jaws soundtrack. There's no point. They don't spark. They don't spark. And I don't think anybody wants to see me chewing and see the contents of my mouth live on YouTube, in all honesty. And that's probably why when I did it last time, I chewed with my mouth closed. I can hear my mum's words in my head, you know. Close your mouth. Don't chew with your mouth open. It's just the way. Try in the dark with a hammer. Ooh. Oh, I thought you meant inside my mouth. You just mean hit it with a hammer. All right, everybody. I'm going to get off. Thank you so much for being here for the last hour. Sorry I was a little bit late. I'll try and get back on at normal time tomorrow at 5:30 UK time. I appreciate all your kindness, love, and support. It means a lot. Yeah, and make sure that you know, have a great week. Hope it's a great start to your week. And just remember to look after yourselves, take good care, stay safe. Until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.